What's up, everyone? This is Michael P from the Peace TV, and today we're going to be talking about keyboards and switches. Okay, and we will be answering the most asked questions on my previous video, which is mainly compatibility. So we will be doing experiments. Okay, I'm excited to do this. Let's go. So, I bought different brands of switches. Okay? These are not the expensive ones. These are the budget-friendly switches that you can buy. In my case, I bought it from Shopee. Everything from Shopee. First off is we have the Durock switch. This is 28 pesos per piece. And then the next one is the Kailh. This is 23 pesos per piece. And then we have the Akko. This one I like the color the most, the purple, or is it purple? Lavender purple, that's what they call it. This is per piece 12 pesos per piece. And then we have the Gateron or Gateron, or whatever you want to call it. This is 11 pesos per piece. And then the Outemu brown, which is the cheapest of them all, 10 pesos per piece. So why did I buy the Outemu? Well, I already have the Outemu there. So the reason is because on the previous video, someone asked if he has a Rakk Ilis keyboard, which has a stock Outemu blue switches. Can they replace it with other colors? So this will mainly answer that question. And then for the others, we will see if it's something that can be just easily put on there or if we need to do some modification. So let's go, guys. Okay, while I'm taking out the keycaps to expose the switches, I want to tell you the purpose of this video, because the purpose of this video, mind you guys, that it is not to review the switches one by one. This is mainly just to check if it's compatible or not, okay? Just to be sure, just to be perfectly clear with you guys. I'm just gonna show you guys if it's something that you can put on there easily, or if it's something, or if you have to do some modifications on the switch, okay? Okay, first one is the Durock switch. Obviously, this is something that we really cannot put on there right off the bat because it has two extra pins here. I don't know if you can see it here, there, one, this one, and then this one. Two extra plastic pins comparing to the stock switch, the stock Outemu switch. See, there are two extra legs or pins right there. So I'm gonna try to take that out and hopefully it works. And it's gone. See, bye bye. If you guys are asking how I took it out or how I cut it, I just used this, a nail cutter. Okay, so two down with a Durock switch. What have I discovered so far? Number one is it doesn't go all the way down. See, you see that there's a gap there. There's a gap here. There's a gap. It doesn't go all the way. And it is not that stable. But does it work? Yes, it works. It registers. The letter or the keys register. And also, aside from that, the pins, this one, the second one, this one, how do I, wait, let's use this one, wait, let's focus. Okay, this one is thicker than the original one, so it's having troubles going inside there. So in my case, I had to fold it. Let me show you. What I did, if you can see that mark there, like a line there, it's already folded. It's already folded. So I folded it more for it to fit. I did not I did not sand it down or whatever because I don't want it to be thinner than it already is, because of course the last thing we want is for this pin to break when taking it out and leaving that pin inside those holes. Well, that's gonna be a problem. Anyway, let's do this. Okay, so this is how it looks like after folding the pin. You see there? Well, sorry, it's a little crooked. It's kind of hard to do there. Let's try to focus. There, you see the fold? So it's thinner now. So guys, yes, this is one of those do at your own risk, okay? I'm just doing it for you guys so that at least if it fails, you don't have to do it. Okay guys, the Duroc is done, and yes, it works. Issues is, yes, what I've told you earlier. The pin is too fat, and then it didn't go all the way. You see this gap right here? There's a gap compared to the stock Outemu switches. See? It's lying flat on the plate. This one did not go all the way. So I'm guessing maybe this bottom part of the Duroc is a little fatter compared to this. Something like that. Anyway, yes, in terms of, is it like stable? Obviously, you can see already it's not. Okay, so it has its issues. Okay, so there you go. That's the problem with Duroc. It works, yes, but it has issues in terms of fitment. Okay, the next one is the Kailh or Kailh. There. And we already know that this will have no problem because the Rakk lam-ang Pro has these switches. So this will instantly fit through there. Let's see there. There you go. See, it was able to go all the way as well. Okay, so the Duroc and the Kailh or the Kailh switches are in. I just want to compare the sounds with you guys. Duroc is really silent. This is the stock Outemu, and this is the Kailh. Alright guys, so next up is the Gateron or the Gateron, and yes, it has those extra pins right there as well, 1 and 2, and I'm gonna also take it out. Let's see. Okay guys, so we're back, and the Gateron or the Gateron was, well, it has the same problems with the Duroc. Well, first off, it had 2 extra pins, and then it did not go entirely through there. It has that gap as well comparing to the stock Outemu switch or to the Kailh switch. See, it's laying flat on the plate. This has a gap right there. Okay guys, so the last one is going to be the Akko switches. This is the purple lavender. See, and this shouldn't have any problems because obviously it has no extra pins, and the thickness of these two are similar to the stock switches, so it should just be a breeze. Let's see, I hope so. There, no problem at all. Oh, it's fairly quiet. Anyway, let's install them all. Alright guys, so everything is in. So we have the Duroc, this one, and then we have the Kailh, and then we have the Gateron, and then we have the Akko. Let's do a little sound check for you. with the keycaps on. Okay, well, the original plan was for me to use all of these switches on the same keyboard for a period of time. But, you know, guys, you know what, guys, I decided not to do it because the Durock and the Gateron is just really going to give me a hard time. I'm gonna show you guys. There. Can you see that? Can you see how high the letter K is? Because it didn't go all the way through. It doesn't lay flat on the plate. There, oh. See? It's really far from this. Oh man, so I'm gonna have a really hard time typing. As mentioned earlier, well, yes, the nature of my job is mainly chat, so the keyboard is really my tool, and I don't want my job to be affected by this. It's really crucial. It's a really important tool. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put all the Akko switches on the lam-ang lite, and then for the Kailh switches, since it's also compatible, I'm just gonna use that on the number pad. So it still can be used. Okay, correction. The Kailh switches or the Kailh switches are a fail as well. It worked, yes. It was able to lay flat on the plate. It was a perfect fit. But when I took it off, because I'm going to use it to the number pad sana, when I took it off, I'm gonna show you. Look at these. See? So, meaning that this part, well, it's not, well, lesson learned. This part is also too thick for that hole. So, it's either we sand it down or maybe we can fold it as well. But, yep, it's a fail. So, you guys should know already if you're going to do this replacement or modification there. And everything is like that. See? All of the switches are like, oh, that's sad. So, for this keyboard, for the lam-ang lite, I'm just gonna use the Akko switches. And then for the Ilis, I'm gonna use the brown switches. And let's see how it compares. Alright guys, so this is Akko switches without the keycaps on. This is my Rakk Ilis with the brown switch. Let's put on the keycaps and let's compare it next to each other. Okay, takeaways for Rakk Ilis and Rakk lam-ang lite, the Gateron or the Gateron and the Duroc switches are sadly not fit for use. Although it works, nope, I don't recommend it. So Duroc and Gateron, check it out. I mean, exit out from your list of trying if you have these keyboards. The Kailh or the Kailh switches, it was not really a fail for me, kinda, but I guess it was my fault because I didn't double check. The problem did not present itself until we took it out. That's when we saw the fold of that pin. So plus I didn't really think that there was a problem because it was laying flat on the plate. And thinking also that the lam-ang Pro has Kailh switches. So if you are planning to buy Kailh or Kailh switches, you should be careful. Double check it first. If it's successful, if the pin successfully went inside the hole, the pinhole. So with this experiment, the most successful one is obviously the Outemu brown switch, because it's Outemu, no problems at all. And the Akko switches. I was really happy with the Akko switches. I like the sound. It's not too thick, and it's not too quiet. As you've heard, the brown switches are a little bit, it has a fatter sound. It's less quiet. It's more quiet. Sorry, more quiet compared to the purple, the lavender purple of the Akko switches. Okay, so definitely I learned some lesson. I learned something new today. Yep. So if you're going to look for switches, what I can really recommend is either the Akko or stick to Outemu. Or if you're willing to experiment, look for a switch that doesn't have those extra 2 pins on the side, and it should work well, as long as you are careful. Anyway, that's it. I hope you learned something new as well. Until next time, guys, you have a good night. Share the love.